Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Lady Mina and I am finally feeling better. I ended up not recording last week because I was just too sick pretty much the entire week. I was down with some kind of respiratory virus. I don't know which one. It wasn't COVID, but it was something. And I'm finally feeling better. You could probably still hear it in my voice. I'm just into the coughing it up phase, so we are pretty much past all of that. You may have noticed that I now have a posed suit. I could not pass this opportunity up when I realized that I could buy Lord Chu's wedding and get the posed wedding suit. There's $100 wedding option when you choose to get married. And if you buy that, any purchases that you make go towards your VIP suit. So I got both of these for $100, making each of them $50, and that's girl math. And I couldn't pass it up. And then I also purchased the current rainbow garment suit for the additional $20, and then like some other random stuff because the chibi was $30. So I ended up getting all of that. So I have the Night Watch chibi and the True Love chibi, because if you purchase the $100 wedding, you also get this chibi. So I do want to know where the Grand Wedding chibi comes from, because it isn't from the $100 wedding, so I think that's a $100 posed wedding suit that we'll end up getting at some point. But yeah, now I'm the owner of several chibis. I did manage to get married, but the marriage and children part of the Mate series will not come out for at least, I would say, a few months, because there is so much going on in that new feature that you can see here and here. That's going to take a long time to figure out what on earth is going on there, and it's a group effort. On the Discord, we do have people with Excel sheets and documents popping up who are trying to figure out everything. And I will say that if you are going to have a child, the consensus seems to be you need about 6,000 gold to have a baby that is not common or simple. So if you want a smart baby, then you need at least 6,000 gold worth of tonics to get there. And then you can boost the child's intelligence afterwards with buying the more expensive tutor. I had to buy the more expensive tutor because I didn't spend the gold in the first place because I was poor. Despite having spent $100, I didn't have any gold. I'll be saving up more for the second child. Luckily, you can have 4 of them, and I do understand that once you have 4 children, there is the possibility of handing one to the mate permanently so that you can have one more. So that's also potentially an option. Let's get started in on this week. Well, maybe we should run through what we had last week first. So last week we were given a wedding pool. So the flash pool is out, Pan An is now out, and Rainbow Garment is now out. So the Rainbow Garment suit is Caged Bird. Take a look at her tags and her story. You can't spot her, but you always hear her chirping. She is Animals at 9,000, Creative at 3,000, Mature at 5,000, and Dignified, Wild, and Gorgeous at 2,000, or, well, 1,500. Candlelight flickers, piercing the chill, waking from slumber's gentle thrall. In the night of floral lights, we speak as autumn's insects in palaces crawl. Song halts, palace clocks chime, Through opening clouds, dews glisten, prime. In jade chambers, scented sweet, beaded curtains ripple like water, a visual treat. Twin phoenixes soar in azure skies, by moonlit pools, paired mandarin ducks lie. I present to thee wine of golden hue, in a carved casket of jade and pearls view. A canopy of rainbow lotus, a quilt adorned with grapevines swirl. Beauty fades as years wane, time's glimmering light begins to drain. I have no idea why I read all of that as Elvira or potentially Morticia Adams, but that's the vibe today. Okay, so I own her. She's $20. Her tag's not that great. She's $20 suit, but actually now that I'm looking at that dress, I am very much in love. That is actually incredibly beautiful. I love that the under layer is golden and the upper layer is that black color with the gold embroidery. That's beautiful. That birdcage will be useful too. I can see that coming into quite a lot of suits. She's giving ancient Egypt somehow, and I think it's because she looks like a Love Nikki suit, one of the Lifetime Hell suits that is like uh, the gold and black ancient Egyptian queen look, but she's beautiful. So that popped up last week. Will still be available for 12 more days if you have not already purchased it. Let's pop into Luxuriant Growth, which is Pan An's event. So if you did not know, Pan An is let me double check this bit of history before I say it. Well, now I'm sad. Okay, so Wikipedia has this to say on Pan An, or Pan Yue. Wikipedia has a number of names listed for him, as well as his current courtesy name, An Ren. He was a prominent Chinese Fu poet in the Western Jin dynasty. He is popularly referred to as Pan An and was well known for his good looks from a young age. Pan An has become a Chinese byword for handsome men. So his story is that he was the son of a court official, and he became a court official, but he was unable to advance his career. He did struggle quite a bit. He lived in the 270s, so that is like a ridiculously long time ago. He lived from 247 to 300. So at least he was in his 60s when he died. That's pretty good. It says that he worked for a Jia Chong under the official emperor Wu of Jin. So he became completely disillusioned with official service and he retired to his home. He came out of retirement to serve as a magistrate at some point. And then he was dismissed for some unknown offense in 287, which is unfortunate, but it isn't his political bearings that made him famous. It was his face. And also, he married quite young to a childhood sweetheart, and she unfortunately became ill, I believe, and then passed away before they had any children, and he never married again. He is, his most famous works, he was a poet, and his most famous works were a series of poems to his dead wife, which Wikipedia shares a line of here, and that I cannot recover from. We were a pair of birds nesting in the woods. One woke in the morning to find himself alone. So not only was he incredibly beautiful and intelligent, he was also loyal. So that is Ban An. Go ahead and take a look at his skills. Now he is a healer, I think. Let me pop open his, nope. Okay, this one. He is a therapist, yes. He is a healer's healer, so he actually buffs other healers. I believe that's his main skill. He helps all allies restore HP, 10% plus the number of survived yin servants times 3%. Okay, so he serves on a yin, he is a yin servant's servant. So he really buffs an extra 3%. So it'll bump it up to 13% max for, wait, no. 10% plus the number of yin servants times 3%. So if he serves on a team with one yin servant, that's 11% times 3, so 33%. And if he's on an all yin team, so 5 yins, that's 15% times 3, so 45% of their HP. So, yeah, so he should be on a team with as many yins as possible. Let's take a look at his active skill. He causes AP that is his attack times 135% to all enemies, and he has a certain chance to add break. So break decreases defense by 30 for 2 rounds. He also has a high chance to copy the debuffs on targets twice. Oh, okay. So if you pair him with somebody who lays a lot of debuffs on enemy players, he has a chance to double those debuffs. And when he moves, he helps all allies transfer one non-controlled debuff on each of them to his enemies. Okay, so he really works with the debuffs. So any debuffs on your players have a chance to be transferred over to the other side, and he also doubles debuffs on the enemy team. So he is very much a support healer. He's not going to be the main healer because he can't revive, but he does a lot of buff and debuff work. So if you are running a team that's yin heavy, he's going to be your guy. According to the Chinese server meta, Pan An is part of a 3 healer team. So what they've got running over there is Pan An, 2 more healers, and then 2 warriors or 2 strategists. It's probably 2 warriors. And that's how they run a lot of their teams. They found that works very well to make a strong team. So that might be something to play around with. I don't know if we have enough. I don't know if we have the same healers as they do at this point, because they actually have a lot more servants than we do. So take that with a grain of salt as you build your team. But Pan An is going to be helpful for anybody running a yin yang team, and anybody in need of a support healer. So let's back out. So you also have full cart. That's part of Pan An's event. So from this, you'll get 1 free Pan An, and $20 you will get another Pan An and a bunch of other stuff. Let's run through Promise Blossom. This is the wedding event. As always, we have 24 pulls in the wedding event, so 14 from your task list and 10 from the store for 3,000 gold. This is a beautiful pool. I went over it briefly 2 weeks ago when it was loaded into the game, but let's go through it again just for posterity. So Promise Blossom is here. It is entirely a wedding pool. Every suit is a wedding suit. This is the common suit. She's basic, but beautiful. Here is Romantic Crush. She's more of a flower girl's vibe, but I do like her. We've got Pure Love, which is one of my favorites. I'm in love with that wig, and I need it desperately. Look at it. It's stunning. I love that periwinkle blue shade. The dress, I would wear this as my wedding dress. Like, if I was going to wear any of these dresses, this would be the one. Loyal Heart. Beautiful background piece, wonderful hair color and style. I mean, I have nothing more to say. She's a beautiful suit, and she's giving like Greek goddess with the gold and the white, and I love it. Deep Affection is the only suit that I'm not a fan of. I think she's all over the place personally, because the red velvet bow and gloves don't belong. They say Christmas to me, and then she has like spring on her bottom half of the dress, and then she has tulip. I do like the tulip bouquet because I'm a fan of tulips, and then there's cherubs and the harp and everything, and Deep Affection is a pass for me. Determined Mind is I love a black veil bride. I will probably be using that black veil. That's actually a really stunning piece looking at it. Um, that looks really useful. It's going to go very well with some of the other more goth Halloween suits that we have. And I love that the pools come back permanently, so everybody has a chance to get this suit for free. And since they lowered the cost of entry for the pools, they've made it even easier to get all of them. And then Goddess of Love. Goddess of Love is a lot. Um, she got a lot going on, and I'm honestly surprised she doesn't have the Lolita tag, but I would not be wearing all of this all at once, personally, because I think that's just too much. But it's a beautiful suit. Rainbow Kiss. Oh, the petals. There's petals. There's so much going on that I could not separate the background and the foreground pieces on this if I tried. And that is that. It's all the Western and wedding tag. And then she also has a makeup that goes along with her. To get the makeup, you have to have pieces of the pool, and then you complete the costume battles as they go through. So new makeup, always the same. Pupils, eyes, blush, mouth, no, eyebrows, all of that. And if you have pieces of the pool, I can usually get up to the pupils, if not to the eyeshadow, with what I pull and with my fully upgraded closet. So if you, like me, have a lot of upgraded pieces, then you will be able to complete the majority of this makeup without having to pay for extra pulls, which is always wonderful. I don't know if I'll be using this makeup, to be honest with you. There's a lot going on. And I think these flowers are the facial accessory. Can you open? What does this count as? Facial accessory. Yeah, so that's the last piece. So most people will not be getting those flowers for her blushy blush look. Let's go into this week's events finally. So we have the 7-day task. It is $5. This is a non-animated 7-day task. We did have the animated one 2 weeks ago, and now we are into a regular one. So as always, a 7-day task is a great deal. This one is 3,620 gold value. You get the chat box, 4 tickets to Lotus, and gold. I think they're always quite good to get if you are buying them, and I only buy them if I like the chat set. Not a big fan of this one. I won't be using that, so I will be buying that. Let's go into Smooth Rise and this week's event suit. Now, some of you who are members of the Discord will have noticed that we posted a screenshot of the bottom of this shop that has since been fixed. So they did originally have Ma Chao's new skin at the bottom of the shop for 4,000 gold, and excuse me, everybody was incredibly excited and a lot of people purchased it, and I made a big announcement about it. And then the devs backtracked and they realized that was in there. It was not supposed to be in there. So if you purchased it, you need to file a bug report and they will give you back your currency for it because it wasn't supposed to be in there. You will remember Levi's suit was a full $50. So we thought it was strange that Ma Chao's suit would be in the event shop, but that's a bit of misery, isn't it? So that has been taken care of. And let's go into suit costs and how to play this game. We've had this one come by a number of times. So the best way and easiest way to play it is to make sure that you pick 3 directions and you only move in those 3 directions. So my 3 directions are right, down, and up. I will never go left. I always want my most, oh, they added a new one. Show titles only wasn't here before. And we have show images only and show both. That's cool. So the way that this event works is every single one of your swipes is an energy spent and a currency gained. And you want to keep your highest grade girl in the corner. and you never want to go your fourth direction, and you just do the combinations until you get to the Empress, which I haven't done yet. It's a fun little game. Normally I play this like a crazy person and I spend all of my time on it. But I must admit, I have just been sweeping. If you sweep, you still get the points. You just don't get on the talent ranking. So swap is worth 50 gold, if I remember correctly, or maybe it's 80. I can't swap, I can't tell you because I have too many of them. But it will let you swap two ladies, so for example, I've swapped those two now. The sack is 10 gold, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You purchase a sack and you kidnap one of the girls. A writ will promote a girl. There we go, I have promoted her. I suggest you use those sparingly. You do get them when you combine certain grades of girl. So once you've got a high enough grade created, you end up with some writs as like a bonus gift for having done it. I would use those carefully so that you can get the maximum benefit from them. There's no sense in wasting it, because it doesn't come around that often. And they're very expensive when you have to buy them. So that is how you play this event. The suit cost is very cheap. Well, no, she's not very cheap. She's the regular suit cost for a unique suit. It's just that we've had some issues with last week's event being insane and not having enough currency in the shop. So this week there is plenty of currency in the shop, so you'll be able to buy everything without any problems. It's going to be a normal week. We have two rankings. We have the individual and the talent ranking. Talent ranking, of course, is how well you play the game. Individual is how much you spend, and these are the prizes for both. And let's go into her suit. She is a New Year's themed suit, or rather a Lunar New Year's themed suit, but she is noticeably themed for last year. This is the Year of the Dragon, and we have got Year of the Tiger. So actually, that's 2 years back. So she has bunny ears and Year of the Tiger. So this is the transition suit from Year of the Tiger to Year of the Rabbit. So yes, this is last year's suit, which is absolute misery because I will post towards the end of the video what the Chinese server is getting for Year of the Dragon. They're having a huge event this week with insane items that I suspect will be trickling in. At least some of them they'll probably give us like cut up instead of in one big event like they did for the Chinese server. But this is the event suit. She is called a Festive Gala. Her theme is Ceremony at 10,000, Smart at 5,000, New Year at 3,000, and then Active, Cute, and Sweet at 1,700. So decent tags. Let's take a look at her story. Let me think about what I should play first. Friends and families are gathering together. My red shoes, please bless me through the new year. Tiger hat, tiger head. God of wealth is coming. God of wealth is coming. Ha! Even the monster Nyan will shiver at the sight of me. Two tigers are running so fast. I got the red packet. I will be blessed. So, not so much a story as it is a random collection of item descriptions, but I do like the red packet rain. I think that's going to be useful for quite a number of suits. And now that I look at it, I really like her wig. We can't see too much of it, but it is very cute. Let's go ahead and cover the final thing. We've done this in complete reverse order from how I normally do these videos. The first thing I normally do is the VIP suit, and now that's going to be last. So the VIP suit is called Rabbit Greeting. She is remarkably similar to the event suit this week. They're super similar, but the VIP suit has an absolutely stunning background. She has fireworks, lanterns, a whole building. It's beautifully painted scenery, and I think it would look really good with a number of other suits that maybe take up less of the space around her so we could properly see it. And I wonder if this little snow bunny is attached to the background or not. He is. Oh, okay. So let's take a look at her pieces and her story. Her tags are Ming Style at 12K, Sweet at 6K, New Year at 4K, and then Womanly, Gorgeous, and Romantic at 2K. In the gentle rain, the night is adorned anew. The lanterns glow, a sight so true. In spring's triumph, banners unfurl. A gust of spring breeze wakes from wine's swirl. Subtle dust trails the fragrant car's passage. Faint moonlight touches the fresh snow's adage. Amidst lively music and dancing delight, people's shadows sway in the soft night. The scent of musk wafts through the air, a scene where spring's promise is fair. New Year dreams, last year's sentiment, spring winds whisper, petals dissent. Golden Gate greets the dawn's radiant glow, a white rabbit's luck, a different show. 1,000 homes shrouded in fragrant haze, heavenly winds beckon, a purple phoenix's blaze. Rows of lamps, 1,000 gleaming lights, along the corridor, a myriad of blossoms in flights. I want to point out that her necklace is a rabbit shawl. It's a whole entire rabbit that she's wearing around her neck. That's unbelievably cute. I like some of her pieces, but I wouldn't wear it, so I will be skipping it. Not to mention I already spent my allotted ROTQ money last week. I don't think I'm not gonna be making purchases for quite a while. I must stop myself somewhere. Before we leave, let me pull up the spoilers for the next suit. Actually, what I should do is double check that I covered everything and that they didn't sneak something in beforehand. Okay, so the only thing is that in the mail you should have received these. It's just 4 Valentine's Day-esque wishes from the 4 different mates, and I believe you get one of their favorite recipes as well. So that's cool. And we will also be having a fashion contest this week again. So I'll be posting a link to the fashion contest tutorial. And then let's go ahead and take a look at some spoilers from what the Chinese server is getting for New Year's this year. Okay, so these are screenshots of the Weibo that I took. So they have a new pool dropped. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they have. It's an absolutely stunning pool that they have got. So that's the first 4 suits, and here's the last 3. So this one in particular has got hold of my heart and my soul. I'm in love with her. There is also this suit with a really cool mask, and then the final suit, of course, she is dragon themed for the Year of the Dragon. So I don't know when we're getting those, but that's a pool. They were given a free suit for Lunar New Year, and you can see all of the items here. Wait, what's this little dragon? I think that's a handheld item that they also get for free, because they do give out occasionally just one random free item as a gift. So I think that's a free handheld item. And then that is the free suit that they got. A free 7-day suit for Lunar New Year. This is their event suit for Lunar New Year. If you take a look at her, she's really pretty. And this is the posed $100 VIP dragon suit that they got for Lunar New Year. Pause on that so we can take a look at her because, oh, she has details. There's also a makeup that's going with her. I think that goes with the pool though. And this is the posed, no, sorry. This is the chibi right here that goes with that posed $100 VIP suit. So she has a $100 VIP suit and a new posed dragon themed chibi and a new mount, a little dragon. Isn't he incredible? Look at how cute he is. I don't know what he does because I can't read Chinese, so I don't know what his powers are, but it seems like, wouldn't it be wild if he gave people gold? I posted these screenshots into the Discord and someone was like, his power is to throw money at people, which would be fantastic, but almost certainly is not it. So that is what's going on over on the Chinese server. So I am jealous. I am super jealous that we got 2 years that we got last year's Lunar New Year event instead of all of this. I don't know why I do know why. We're a year behind, right? So the Chinese server is quite a bit older than we are, so they naturally have um, more things going on. And because we're a year older, our first New Year's suit was, of course, the first New Year's suit that they released, which would have been the Happy New Year suit, which is in here somewhere. I really should have just sorted by New Year tag, but this was the first New Year suit, so that's Happy New Year, so that's the first one that we got, and now we're getting this week's current event suit, which is the second New Year suit, which is Festive Gala, so that is 2 years ago's suit, or this is last year's suit, and then um, next year we'll probably get the dragon suit, even though it'll be Year of the Snake. So we'll be jealous about whatever Year of the Snake costume they get. I was also really hoping that for Lunar New Year they would drop these items because these are extremely Lunar New Year coded. Like, I don't know, I want this tree so bad and they didn't drop it, and I was really thinking that they would. There's also a new pond that's going to be available that's very, very clearly Lunar New Year, Year of the Rabbit. Like, I mean, I don't know how else you could possibly see that other than as a Lunar New Year gift, so I don't know when that will appear either. I was really hoping that Lunar New Year would be like a super big 2-week long event because that's what we had last year, and then it's a little disappointing, isn't it? But it's still cute. I do like our new event suit, and this is a fun event, so I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye. I hope you like spoilers. Oh, and if you do like spoilers and you do like to see all of these things, then please like and subscribe and drop me a comment letting me know if you want to keep seeing spoilers for future events. Because I do have access to the Weibo and I can take a look and see what's going on over there at any time. Bye bye.